Namaste. Welcome to Kaivalya Yoga Gurukulam, KYG. Let's begin this class with one Om, followed by our reverential salutations to the Divine Sadguru and the invocation of Ganesha. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Let's invoke Lord Ganesha from the Muladhara. Om Ganganapataye Namaha. Let us revise what we have learnt so far, or review rather what we have learnt so far. We will chant each line twice, slowly, mindfully, and then we will proceed into the fifth aspect of Shiva. Let's chant each line twice together. Let's begin. Nidhanapataye Namaha. Nidhanapataye Namaha. Nidhanapatantikaya Namaha. Nidhanapatantikaya Namaha. Urdhvaya Namaha. Urdhvaya Namaha. Urdhvalingaya Namaha. Urdhvalingaya Namaha. Hiranyaya Namaha. Hiranyaya Namaha. Hiranyalingaya Namaha. Hiranyalingaya Namaha. Suvarnaya Namaha. Suvarnaya Namaha. Suvarnalingaya Namaha. Suvarnalingaya Namaha. Divyaya Namaha. Divyaya Namaha. Divyalingaya Namaha. Divyalingaya Namaha. Bhavaya Namaha. Bhavaya Namaha. Bhavalingaya Namaha. Bhavalingaya Namaha. Sharvaya Namaha. Sharvaya Namaha. Sharvalingaya Namaha. Sharvalingaya Namaha. Shivaya Namaha. Shiva Lingaya Namaha. I'm sorry. Let's repeat Shivaya Namaha again. Shivaya Namaha. Again. Shivaya Namaha. Next. Shiva Lingaya Namaha. Shiva Lingaya Namaha. Jvalaya Namaha. Jvalaya Namaha. Jvalalingaya Namaha. Jvalalingaya Namaha. Atmaya Namaha. Atmaya Namaha. Atmalingaya Namaha. Atmalingaya Namaha. Paramaya Namaha. Paramaya Namaha. Paramalingaya Namaha. Paramalingaya Namaha. Etat somasya suryasya sarvalingaggasthapayati panimantram pavitram. Again. Etat somasya suryasya sarvalingaggasthapayati panimantram pavitram. नेत्रम् सद्यो जातं प्रपद्यामि सद्यो जाताय वै नमो नमः सद्यो जातं प्रपद्यामि सद्यो जाताय वै नमो नमः भवे भवेनाति भवे भवस्व माम् भवे भवेनाति भवे भवस्व माम् भवोद्भवाय नमः भवोद्भवाय नमः वामदेवाय नमो वामदेवाय नमो ज्येष्ठाय नमः श्रेष्ठाय नमो ज्येष्ठाय नमः श्रेष्ठाय नमो one more time ज्येष्ठाय नमः श्रेष्ठाय नमो we'll chant all the three together रुद्राय नमः कालाय नमः कलविकरणाय नमो रुद्राय नमः कालाय नमः कलविकरणाय नमो बलविकरणाय नमो बलविकरणाय नमो बलाय नमो बलाय नमो The next two lines we'll chant together बलप्रमथनाय नमः सर्वभूतदमनाय नमो बलप्रमथनाय नमः सर्वभूतदमनाय नमो मनोन्मनाय नमः मनोन्मनाय नमः अघोरेभ्योऽथ घोरेभ्यो घोरघोरतरेभ्यः अघोरेभ्योऽथ घोरेभ्यो घोरघोरतरेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः सर्वशर्वेभ्यो नमस्ते अस्तु रुद्ररूपेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः सर्वशर्वेभ्यो नमस्ते अस्तु रुद्ररूपेभ्यः तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि तन्नो रुद्रः प्रचोदयात् तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि तन्नो रुद्रः प्रचोदयात् Wonderful. And today we go to the fifth face of Shiva. So the four directions, four faces of Shiva faces the four directions. The fifth face of Shiva is on top of the Shiva Linga, facing up. In other words, the other dimension, where everything becomes part of one consciousness. In that other dimension, the fifth dimension as we understand here, it based on that essence of Vedanta, essence of the Sanatana Dharma thought process. What is that essence? Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti Ekoham Bahushyam. In other words, there is only one truth, one consciousness that is perceived as the many. Ekoham Bahushyam means I am the one, I become the many. I am the one, I become the many. So that is what is expressed here. Here we say Isha. Isha means Lord. Ishvara, Isha, all of that comes from that Lord, the source of everything. Okay, a poetic way to refer to that source is Lord. Ishana Sarva Vidyanam. All knowledge owes its origin to this one source. That is why in Vedanta they say you understand this, the self, you understand everything else. Right? The self is the Isha, the self, the I, the supreme I. Ishana Sarva Vidyanam. Vidyanam means knowledge. The same Isha, now Ishana, you say Ishvara. Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam. All the bhutas, in other words, the Pancha Mahabhutas, the 5 elements, earth, water, fire, air and space, of which this creation is made up of. Space being the container of all the rest. All of that is also Ishvara. Ishvara Sarva Vidyanam, all knowledge. Ishvara, Ishana Sarva Vidyanam, Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam. Everything is one consciousness, the self. The self is everything. What is that self? Not Sundar, Shiva, the Shiva self. So how is this chanted? Ishana Sarva Vidyanam. Ishana Sarva Vidyanam. Once you understand the meaning and chant, it's very powerful because your mind explodes into this embracing of everyone, all knowledge without any judgments. It embraces it into that oneness principle, the Kaivalya principle. So, listen to this once. We'll break this into 2 parts and chant. Ishana Sarva Vidyanam. Let's chant it together. Ishana Sarva Vidyanam. Now, Ishana dash SS. Whenever you see that SS means Ishanas, it becomes. It's not Ishana Sarva Vidyanam. There's a subtle difference in the way you pronounce it. It's not wrong, it's not the end of the world, but learn it the right way. So you can say it the wrong, incorrect way. What is the incorrect way? Ishana Sarva Vidyanam. I've broken the na and the sa, right? Ishana Sarva Vidyanam. Now what is the correct way or the traditional way? Ishana Sarva Vidyanam. Join the na and the sa together. Okay? I've just separated here for our understanding purpose. Let's chant it together. Twice. Ishana Sarva Vidyanam. I'll go slower, sorry. Ishana Sarva Vidyanam. Once more. Ishana Sarva Vidyanam. Excellent. Next one. Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam. Now, here what happens is Ishana Sarva Vidyanam. Ishvara, the Nam and E go together. It comes naturally. It'll come naturally. It becomes Mishvara almost. Ishana Sarva Vidyanam Ishvara. Vidyanam Ishvara. Okay, so it all goes together as a sing-song. Though it's traditionally you don't sing the Vedas, but it goes in that sing-song fashion. So we are breaking it and learning it for a purpose, and let that be for over a while. When it becomes second nature to you, the chant, after you cross the hills of memorization and pronunciation and all of that, it will come very beautifully. So be patient. So the next line is Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam. Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam. Bhutanam. Okay, let's chant it together twice. Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam. Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam. Excellent. Listen to this whole sentence once. We'll try and chant it together. Ishana Sarva Vidyanam. Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam. Listen to it one more time. Ishanas sarva vidyanam Ishwaras sarva bhutanam. Let's chant it together twice. Ishanas sarva vidyanam Ishwaras sarva bhutanam. Again. Ishanas sarva vidyanam Ishwaras sarva bhutanam. Excellent. Then Brahmadipatir, Brahmanodipatir. Pati means Lord. Adipati means master, owner. There's no one higher than the Adipati. The president, the CEO of the organization is the Adipati. So Adipati, who? The Shiva consciousness. Brahma here represents Veda, Vedic wisdom, the wisdom of the self. The knowledge of the self is the essence of the Vedas. And so the knowledge of the self is Brahma. The knowledge of the Vedas is therefore Brahma. And that Adipati of that knowledge, the source of that knowledge, the giver of that knowledge is the Shiva that we are adoring. Ishana. When are we asking for this? See, when are we claiming he is the Adipati of Brahma? After that, Ishana, Sarva Vidyanam, Ishvara, Sarva Bhutanam. Everything is you, everything is Ishvara. And therefore you are the Lord of all this wisdom. Acceptance of the Supreme Consciousness is the first step to realization. Acceptance of the oneness. How is this chanted? So Brahma, Brahma gets repeated here. Brahmadipatir. Now R is coming. Patir. Why the R is coming there? Patir at the end of the Patir. The word is, there are 3-4 words joined together. Brahmadi, Brahma, Adipatihi. The Adipatihi and the Brahma that follows, it becomes R. The R comes there. Because you're joining Brahmadipatihi and Brahmanodipatihi, you're joining them together along with the next Brahma. So H followed by B becomes R. Right? Just like H followed by P becomes F, here it is R. So these are simple sandhis. You don't have to remember them. When you chant them, don't wonder what is this R coming in the middle. When you break them separately, you read them as Brahmadipatihi. But when you join them, it becomes Brahmadipatir. For those of you who chant the food prayer, Brahmarpanam Brahmahavihi. But it is what we do it, Brahmahavir, Brahmagno, because Brahmahavihi and Brahma joined together, it becomes Brahmahavir. So R comes. Anyway, how is it chanted? Brahmadipatir, Brahmadipatir. Let's chant it together twice. The first 2 words. Brahmadipatir, Brahmadhipatir. Again. Brahmadhipatir. Next one. Listen. Brahmanodhipatir. 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 Let's do it slowly, twice together. Brahmanodhipatir. Brahmanodhipatir. Third one. Brahma. Third one. Together. Brahma. Brahma. So, how does this whole thing go? Brahmadhipatir. Brahmanodhipatir. Brahma. Listen once more. Brahmadhipatir. Brahmanodhipatir. Brahma. Let's chant it together twice. Brahmadhipatir. Brahmanodhipatir. Brahma. Again. Brahmadhipatir. Brahmanodhipatir. Brahma. Very nice. So that Brahma we ended there. Shivo me astu sada Shivo. And at the end, all of this merges into that eternally auspicious state. Auspicious is a very simple way of describing the state of Shiva, the consciousness of Shiva, the being that we adore as Shiva. But let us begin with that word and let the Shiva in you guide you to greater understanding of what that is. Shivo me astu sada Shivom. And that Shiva, that auspiciousness, your mind gets filled with that, your consciousness is filled with that auspiciousness, sada Shivom, eternally auspicious, right? That is the beauty of that. Shivo me astu sada Shivom. Shivo me astu sada Shivom. Let's chant it together. It's simple. Shivo me astu sada Shivom. Again. Shivo me astu sada Shivom. Again. Shivo me astu sada Shivom. Very nice. Okay. So let's chant these 3 lines together if we can. Each twice. Ishana sarv. Let's do it together. Ishana sarva vidyanam Ishvara sarva bhutanam. Ishana sarva vidyanam Ishvara sarva bhutanam. Brahmadhipatir brahmanodhipatir brahma. Brahmadipatir brahmanodhipatir brahma. Shivo me astu sada Shivom. Shivo me astu sada Shivom. Very powerful, beautiful, auspicious mantra. This Ishana mantra is. Each one has its own energy. I hope you can feel that energy as you understand and chant. It ends with that Ishana. Everything is auspicious, everything is Mangalam, everything is Sada Shiva, 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 Shiva. And in that auspiciousness, now you begin to understand the glory and the mighty of this Lingam. Right? We are coming towards the end of this chant. And this is that 2 lines, long line. It's simple. Hiranya Bahave, Hiranya Varnaya, Hiranya Rupaya. Now your mind is fully opened up. Mind is again a very colloquial word, but bear with me here. You open up completely and now your consciousness is in Shiva. You're in ecstasy here as you chant this. That is the beauty of these compositions. Hiranya, 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 gold, golden brilliance, all of that is embedded in that gold. So golden arms represent here the ability to embrace everything in this universe. Arms represent omnipresent, omniscience, omnipotence, everything. Because when you want to extend, reach out to somebody, arms come. When you want to hug somebody, it's arms, embracing his arms. So your Hiranya Bhagave, this golden arms. The word arms we use because at an unconscious level we relate these things, right? Arms is all inclusive. I want to embrace everyone. Everybody is part of one. We use arms to explain that. Hiranya Bhagave, not normal arms, golden arms. Hiranya Varna. Varna is hue, color, aura, the vibration, the frequency. Translated into words, his words, the knowledge that gets downloaded into your consciousness at this moment is also Hiranya. So he speaks to you in the words. So here Varna is also understood as words, but not the words the way I'm using these words and the way you are understanding. But the download happens, intuition, the voice of silence, right? It is only in silence, in the depths of silence, that the voice of God can be heard. Baba says this. Depths of silence. So he speaks to you in Hiranya Varna. Hiranya Varna is that vibration, frequency, color. Again, gold. Gold signifies that ultimate beauty, joy. Hiranya Rupa, the form is also golden. Golden form. So how is this chanted? See, there are no red and green or blue. Awesome, right? So just straight line. Namo Namo Hiranya Bahave Hiranya Varnaya Hiranya Rupaya. Namo Hiranya Bahave Hiranya Varnaya Hiranya Rupaya. Let's chant it. We will break it into two parts. Namo Hiranya Bahave. Let's chant it twice. Let's begin. Namo Hiranya Bahave. Namo Hiranya Bahave. Beautiful. Listen. Hiranya Varnaya Hiranya Rupaya. Together. Hiranya Varnaya Hiranya Rupaya. Again. Hiranya Varnaya Hiranya Rupaya. Wonderful. Whole line together. Let's try chanting it together. Namo Hiranya Bahave Hiranya Varnaya Hiranya Rupaya. Again. Namo Hiranya Bahave Hiranya Varnaya Hiranya Rupaya. Beautiful. And it continues. Hiranya Pataye, Ambika Pataye, Uma Pataye, Pashupataye, Namo Namaha. Namo Namaha is salutations again and again. So the Hiranya continues here. Hiranya Pataye. So this gold, we are saying you are the source of even that gold. Here the word gold, Hiranya, is used for abundance of all kinds. Abundance in knowledge, abundance in riches and wealth, and abundance in every element possible. In every dimension possible. Abundance, Hiranya abundance is the ultimate abundance of all kinds. And He is the Lord of that. Because from that consciousness everything evolves, right? All the five elements evolve. So all abundance is attributed to that. So there is no lack, there is no mindset of lack of something. Here, when you go into this mindset, you just lose yourself in that abundance. There's no asking here. Hiranyapataye, Hiranyapataye. Let's chant it together. The first word. Hiranyapataye, Hiranyapataye. All straight lines here. Then comes Ambika Pataye. Ambika Pataye. Ambika is used here. And I have mentioned the meaning, spouse of Ambika. I didn't have space to explain what Ambika means, but simply understand Ambika as the energy of creation. Ambika is the mother. Amba means mother. Comes from Amma, all of that. Amma, Ma, mother, all of that comes from Ambika. Amba, Ambika. Ambika means the mother aspect. The source of creation. That is, the spouse of that source of creation is Shiva consciousness. How do we understand this? Is the Shakti principle of Shiva is the motherly aspect which creates all of this. And therefore we say motherly because of the potential to create something. Only that mother energy of mother has that, right? So mother energy is attributed, and he says spouse of Shiva. In other words, he is the background that supports that as well. The ability to create for the Shakti comes from him. It's no he and she here. Don't get confused in sexism. It's not about male and female and all of that. But understand this as an analogy of the lioness is the mother for her cubs. The source of their energy comes from the lioness. She is the one who feeds them. She is the one who nurtures them, right? But then the lion goes and hunts food and brings it to the cave so that the lioness eats that, and with that nutrition she nurtures the cubs, right? So the lion is the pati of the lioness. The lion doesn't directly nurse the cubs, through the lioness. So that is the idea here. The spouse of Ambika is Shiva and Shakti together. It can never, these energies can never be understood as separate. No female and male separateness. It's all merging into the Hiran Ambika Pataye. Uma Pataye. Uma is, now that you have created, there is an awakening. Uma is the goddess of dawn. A very beautiful name, a very beautiful energy comes from Uma. Uma, goddess of dawn. That dawn signifies awakening of consciousness. That awakening of consciousness, the Lord is again, the Shiva consciousness is what causes that awakening. The link to Sadhyo Jata, the awakening into that new consciousness. So Uma Pataye, he is also the source of that awakening. Pashu Pataye, Pashu here is creation. All beings, all matter, everything. Pashu, animals. Creation, Lord. In other words, this body would have been just an inert piece if not for consciousness. Consciousness is what brings it live. So consciousness is the pati of this Pashu. Pashu meaning the body. That is what it means here. That creation by itself would have been inert. Matter would have been inert. There would have been no intelligence. But consciousness is what creates the intelligence. Consciousness is what orchestrates this universe, which is otherwise sometimes understood as randomness. But even that randomness, even that chaos in the cosmos is the source of all that, is an intelligence that is consciousness. Pashupati, Lord of creation. Again, how is all this chanted? Hiranyapataye Ambikapataye Umapataye Pashupataye Namo Namaha. Ambikapataye Umapataye Pashupataye Namo Namaha. So, Ambikapataye Umapataye. Let us chant this together. Simple and straight. Let's chant it together. Ambikapataye Umapataye. Don't go ye up, okay? Not yet. Ambikapataye Umapataye. Let's join the first three. Hiranyapataye Ambikapataye Umapataye. Let's join. Hiranyapataye and Ambika becomes Hiranyapataye Ambikapataye. So all that will come with practice. Right now, even if you separate it, Pataye and Ambika, it's not wrong. Hiranyapataye Ambikapataye Umapataye. Again. Hiranyapataye Ambikapataye Umapataye. Again. Hiranyapataye Ambikapataye Umapataye. And the last three. Pashupataye Namo Namaha. Pashupataye Namo Namaha. Let's chant it together. Pashupataye Namo Namaha. Pashupataye Namo Namaha. Since I chanted very slowly, I tend to drag that Namaha, but don't make that as a habit. Okay. So such is the beauty of this stanza, and I think we're going to stop with this, but then let us chant this together, because this is the state of ecstasy. After worshipping all the five Ishana, then you're lost in this ecstatic state where everything is gold, 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 gold. So how is this chanted? It's a beautiful chant. It's worth learning just this alone and closing your mind and losing yourself in this consciousness. Namo Hiranyabahave Hiranyavarnaya Hiranyarupaya Hiranyapataye Ambikapataye Umapataye Pashupataye Namo Namaha. Beautiful. Are you ready to try it? Try and get your breath somewhere in the middle. All right, let's take a deep breath. Let's try this 3 times. Breathe in. Namo Hiranyabahave Hiranyavarnaya Hiranyarupaya Hiranyapataye Ambikapataye Umapataye Pashupataye Namo Namaha. One mistake that we might tend to do is Ambika Pataye Uma Pataye, we might say ye, but it is Ambika Pataya Uma Pataye. Okay, so that's the beauty in that chant when you do that. So remember, it's Ambika Pataya and Uma Pataye. Okay, 2 more left. Let's breathe in. Namo Hiranya Bahave Hiranya Varnaya Hiranya Rupaya Hiranya Pataye Ambika Pataya Uma Pataye Pashupataye Namo Namaha. One last time, and let's end this class in this beautiful auspicious note. Namo Hiranya Bahave Hiranya Varnaya Hiranya Rupaya Hiranya Pataye Ambika Pataya Uma Pataye Pashupataye Namo Namaha. Everything begins and ends in Shiva consciousness. Thank you for allowing me to teach this wonderful Upasana. Thank you for joining the class. Let's end the class with 1 Om and 3 Shantis. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.